I don't see us on the EO's Zoom screen yet, Danny. That's the tradition. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EODUB. My name is Big Zoo. So let's play a beat. Mm, 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 mm. While the planet Earth is disastering, we were talking about mixing and mastering. It's just to get the mind state leveled up, to get your music to a science or a level cut. I seen the devil bubble up. He was in the government but put New York on planet bubble guts. He had us underwater. Rocker, man. We had to be like Aqua, man. Rats was swimming. We was getting water in Brooklyn like we was watering for a living. Water over our women. Water up to the 6 foot high ceiling, up to the Christmas trimming. From the beginning, we thought we was winning, but the devil stayed sinning. So while the earth was disastering, we was having conversations on mixing and mastering. Is it difficult to understand it? Is it God above us all mixing and mastering the planet? I mean, is he showing love? Or is he mixing it up when he makes it 150 degrees and then a flood? Then an earthquake and a tornado. It can happen any Saturday or Thursday though. He carves the earth like Play-Doh. He makes it happen. This is God's action. When something happens odd in your brain, this is deep. It's something that you can't explain. It's something that you find odd. If you can't find the answer, you call it an act of God. An act of God is something that can't be explained. It's something none of us can really contain or entertain the thought of causing. This is plausible thought before you get organically caught in God's purpose. I live in life for God's service. So when I walk the planet Earth, rarely do I feel nervous. That's just my mind state intersecting me. I walk around with a shield because I feel God's protecting me. He gives me life, breath, spirit, and energy. He gives me audio, video, and white Hennessy. That's the remedy. Pardon me for being a Henny smuggler. I dedicate that to Juggler. I got my brother right. He shared his second anniversary. I was building with him the other night. We was spitting words was there. Verbs was there. Miss B was there. Kendra and Z was there. My family was there. E was there. Olivier was there with his wife and his kids though. That's how we live though. Magnificent style for the music losery. Accusing me of being at the brewery. How I even pull it out. A gully science, but how the God spills with the magnificent timing. This is me doing hooks with my freestyle rhyming. While the earth is disastering. We was talking about mixing, mastering. Ooh, let me get that right one more time. You know what I'm saying? It was like this. As I look around in the world, it's disastering. We was having conversations about mixing and mastering. That's how we intersected. A lot of kids don't spend extra dough to mix and master their record. That's why they don't acknowledge me. They should follow me instead of putting out music at mixtape quality. This is the style you're standing out. You're on iTunes, but your music sounds like a CD that you're handing out. It's not compensatory. The measure is not made with elegant lyric sensibly. So just for those after, remember to get your music mixed and mastered. Come on, turn it off. As the earth was disastering, we having conversations about mixing and mastering. Then you understand it. Is God ultimately mixing and mastering the planet? Come on. One more, Sos. Come on. Freestyles, y'all, all off the head. Welcome to EODUB. You know the style I like to use? The Hennessy with the one ice cube. The white Henny on Juggler. Salute to Juggler, 4 City Brewery. Yeah. We talk about that negative period so much. Let's talk about some of the love in their life. Love in my life. I witness it. When I see friends of mine open up their own businesses. This is where the bond's at. The science and the feedback is written in the fine print in the contract. I wonder where your mind's at, mind state. Are you too opening up businesses in the tri-state? I wonder now your lifestyle is done sloppily. Are you buying clothes and cars or property? I wonder if it's organically. Sometimes thinking about my life without dough starts to panic me. Knowledge me. Plus I got a daughter in college, B. Acknowledge how the science builds down to my psychology. I need paper. So it's love in my life. I talk about getting paper, that grub in my life, that love in my life. The love of my life. The science when you witness it. It's the pride you have when you see your friends open up their own businesses. I remember how the case went. I remember when Juggler was making little mini brews in his basement. This was like 8 years ago, even before that. The Raw Cat had mad beers a can stored back behind the basement, behind the can. Who would know that he would get to his own business and surely grow? This is a bomb threat. Why next door to Juggler Space they open up a condominium complex? That just means more regulars to buy beer. The vision is clear. His money, God bless the brother so he can't stop it. I can't wait till the day he turns a formal profit. Turn the business around and get in the red. This is just bars I'm spitting out in your head. Things that I love in my life, yo. It's things that I love in my life. Oh, I love focusing on special occasions. I like saving up dough to take my wife and daughter on vacations. Everywhere that we go, like Santo Domingo, I'm with Aruba while they're standing black flamingos. Damn, watching my daughter think, word, how I get to exotic places with this tall pink bird. None of that you said you would ever heard. Just science that I drop in the freestyles of every word. Pardon me, some people deal in tomfoolery. Some people put their dough in cars and large jewelry. I put my doors and my money in pyramids. I build on the science of giving my daughters experiences they never had, cause they love me. Fuck going out of town, they out the country. That's how we bubble, not frontin'. Me and my wife took exotic vacations to London. We thinking about Amsterdam for my birthday. That might happen actually. Yo, love in my life. I'm just explaining a little love in my life. It's like things that's good make me feel good. Love in my life, yeah, real good, real good. Yeah, so keep it going though. As I shout out, the spirit of vice versa is always with us here in the place. You heard? And for all MCs out there who really sharp with that freestyle sword, make sure you pull up to EODUB. It's every Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, Universal Commercial. With no rehearsals. It's freestyle in here, Universal. Welcome to EODUB. Hey, 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 hey. That's literally a commercial for EODUB. We gotta chop that and cook that. Shout out to everybody in Naughty Please. Shout out to Ill Answer. Shout out to Big Sis Danny. Shout out to HR Bax. Damn, Bax, your stock is way up, my G. Shout out to Pennywise. Shout out to C Dub. Shout out to Big Sis, Julio, Verbs, Sosmatic. I know I'm shouting y'all out 3-4 times. Blame it on the hen. Penny, good evening, my friend. Looking cute as usual. Gorgeous, I should say. I love how you rep and how you respond on IG and support the movement. So salute to you. Verbs, you got one off this week with that rhyming about insect shit. That shit went off. Have you seen it on IG? And Kavase cooked that. Salute to Kavase. That was well done. Let me get one more. So let me get an uppie. Shout out to Souls. Shout out to Souls. Yo, before I get caught, I started digging my mind for an origin of thought. A forest when you're caught. This is science that I build to the future, it's not for naught. My mind's an astronaut. It's flying off this science to see the elements the planet's got. It's like Syrianic labels, mixed upon those periodic tables. I lick down and experience through cables. I blast off and give another love if I'm able. That's how my mind state remains stable. And I keep the gun labeled for those that are unstable. Now you gotta run now. It's amazing how everyone around me has a gun now. Sometimes I think it's kinda sickly. I went to visit my daughter in VA. My cousin got a blicky. Damn, everybody got a piece. Then I went and slept over at the crib of my niece. In her closet I couldn't spot one, but when the conversation pulled up, she was like, oh yeah, I got one. She got the heat in the closet. She ready for that bank robbery for deposit, or she ready to protect herself, especially when it's carry and kill, and cops killing at will, and they kill more blacks still. We gotta get up and build, so get your license at will. Yo, my techniques carry. Pardon me for spitting sickly. Spartan for me the alliance or the science of carrying blickies. Sometimes you gotta know the laws. In New Jersey there's a retreat law, so that shit is raw. That means even if someone comes in your crib, you gotta back away before your mind state could blast away. And only when they attack you can you pull the gun out in black, or you could go get a black too, meaning you're gonna go to jail if you didn't follow the rules and regulations for gun owner situations. This is for those priceless. I was already online with my fam, with my wife getting my license. You shouldn't find it strange that when we go on vacation, we also visit the gun range. My wife likes the big gun, like a 45 or Glock. Son, I was shocked when she first pulled out the weapon. She was so clean with it. I realized that she had shot shotguns as a kid. Her father kept guns where they live. That nigga had guns on top of the fucking refrigerator. That's a true story. In the cookie jar. If the blicky was there, you wasn't looking far. He pulled it out one night like a thief when her younger brother Will was at the spot and had beef. That's a true story. That's raw. And I've been in the house and looked at that cookie jar 50 times before. I wouldn't have even thought to run with it. I was an innocent child. I didn't realize there was a gun in it until the pops pull it out. And when you pull it, he was prepared to use the bullet. And this wasn't no ordinary situation, son. He was representing his son, talking about the gun. Turn that off for a minute. Let me unpack that for a minute. So I was talking about the blickies and how everybody got the blickies. And me and my wife is getting licenses as we speak. And I go to Virginia, and my cousin who's out there got the blicky on deck. Go to Dominique crib. I'm blowing Dominique up right now, but Damo got the blicky. Like, y'all know Damo. A lot of y'all do. And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? How it's out there. The laws in New Jersey are very unique in that you have to retreat first before you could blast somebody. Whereas in Atlanta, if they come through your door, you could start blasting. You know what I'm saying? And there's similar law in Virginia. But damn, the blickies, pardon me. I was going there for a minute. That shit is in my cipher right now. So that's what we talk about now. That's what's on our minds, you heard? Salute to everybody that's in here. Salute to the spirit of vice versus. Salute to EODUB. I'm gonna pass the mic around, man. I want y'all to get busy. I want y'all to get some verses right. So verbs, get ready. Annie, are you okay? I see you in here. Get ready. Bax, if you ready, you want to come on screen. Ill. Whoever's ready, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. So said he cooked 19 beats today. So let me get this last one. Let me get this last one before I pass it off. This is number 4. Okay. Turn it down just a little bit. You could call it beat making. You could also call it discrete baking. Science that I'm loving. This is when Sos puts different type beats in the oven. You could call it beat making. You could also call it discrete baking, the science that I'm loving. This is when Sos is the chef and put beats in the oven for like an hour. I wonder, do we mix drum snares like he mixed milk and flour? I wonder, do we put eggs in it? I see he puts his foot in it, but do we put his ankle and legs in it? I see he adds on the solo. He add a crazy solo like mixing Sonics with adobo. Sometimes he uses the curry, work hard. Sometimes he uses a science, jerk sauce. Sometimes it's the mind state that he's living in. Sometimes the beat is slow. Sometimes it's Caribbean. Sometimes it's Charlene. Sometimes Vivian. Sometimes it's the science of life that we swimming in. It's just a pool. It's just beat making. You can call it beat making or call it discrete baking. That's the science that I'm loving. It's when Sos chefs up the product and put it in the oven. You could call it beat making. You could also refer to it as discrete baking. The science that I'm loving. That's when Sos cooks up and puts beats in the oven. He does as he please. I see he burns trees and turns the MPC to 350 degrees before he starts baking and buzzing. That's when he just starts preheating the oven. For slow fools, it's keyboards and Pro Tools. He's at home like it's a snow day with no school. Sos's beats are so cool. He expands beyond the universe. Really, there's no rules. But one thing that I'm looking is that this dude from Brooklyn consistently stays cooking. And damn good looking. I'm glad I have partaken. Past tape I partook in. This is so beat making. You could call it beat making or call it discreet baking. The science that I'm loving. That's when Sos gets the chef and put beats in the oven. You could call it beat making. You could also say it's discreet baking. The science that I'm loving. When Sos gets in the chef mode, beats in the oven. Come on, I cooked the whole record. What the fuck did y'all expect? I'm reckless. Sos beats be on some neck shit. They got different textures. If it was a school, each beat would be a lecture, giving you a different science. The beats connect like Voltron in One Alliance. It's like a dream. I think he blacks out when he gets in front of his beat-making machine. It's like he's channeling spirits, like he's wondering if his ancestors from the past could hear it. His science, you can't come near it, but it's mixed with vice inside it, so you ride it. It's difficult to hide it. It's hard to collide with. It's an oven with nice treats inside it. Shoo! Beat making. The chef in the kitchen for discreet baking. Science that I'm loving. Damn, come on, Sos. Come on, kid.
Thank you. That's fire.
Yo,
Come on, kid.
so fire.
Discreet baking.
Sorry, I know I'm
Yo.
technically breaking the rules by unauthorized coming off of mute, but Zoo, what the F, bro? You freestyling hooks now? Like
Yo,
we're
come
supposed to go
on. I'm
after
like,
that?
yo, I'm actually pushing myself. It's funny you said that. I was like, CF's not here. Let me actually just try to throw some hooks in this shit. How about that? So
That's-
good catch. Good catch.
It hit me in the face. What was I gonna do with it?
Yo, let's
I'm
get
gonna go on
it.
mute
Yo,
now.
Verbs.
I'm waking up,
Verbs,
kids.
where
I'm
you
going
at?
back on mute.
Verbs, where you at, Kiko?
Yo,
Shout out to
what's goody?
Verbs, rocked on Sunday night, anniversary waves, EODUB, and Force City. Salute, bros.
Word.
Let me ask you a couple of questions after you spit. Just get loose real quick.
Okay. Yo. 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 I'm trying to stay fly like Boeing. Knowing Obama kept their stock price growing. Understand it. Dropping little jewels, you can't stand it. Political shit, got the blam is blamming. But I don't fuck with guns, I fuck with dope trees in my lungs. Ain't had none in a minute, but either way, freestyle from now until infinite. And plus a day in a week, or for the top freak, coming through like a Greek freak. Get the MVP and go for two. Throwing little gems in it, freestyle, got the blends in it, So's got my men's in it. And fuck the pens with it, we coming off of the wig, freestyle, that's how we live, EODUB, that's the Thursday night shit. When we come through, we strike quick like that lightning from last night, kid. Check the flooding, off for the top, yo, my mind steady bugging. Get you all dipping in the rays. Understand like rats swimming in the maze and swimming in the craze. Word to New York City gritty shit. Freestyle, I flip it really quick. Coming with the next shit. Need some caffeine before I hit the EODUB on the Zoom screen. It's like a little Kia power up. Understand we come through, we can't shout enough and get it loud enough and get y'all listening. CF is out there trying to fucking get the water out his kitchen in. All of the basement freestyle, you can't replace it. Understand we moving towards steady escalation. Don't get an ill type flow or get stuck in a vacant like The Wire. Or for the top, I'm not a liar. Just watch your ill breakdowns. Take the clips like the pliers and putting screws to it. Or for the top, you can't lose to it. You just gotta take your brain waves and move to it. Cause I exude through this microphone. It's a blue how I do this music. If you know about the stereotypes, either way when I come through.
That's it. He did his numbers. I was looking at the scoreboard. It was like, yeah, okay. Except, especially when you was like, I exude through this. When you start like bending the rhymes in the freestyle, yeah. Yo, Kiko, what's up with this Kanye album? What you think?
Yo, I haven't even heard it. I read some reviews on it, and it seems like it doesn't have one consensus theme. He named it after his mom, but it's kind of all over the place. You know, obviously he got Jay on it, so it's like a big thing. I'm honestly like I'm unplugged on a lot of new shit. Obviously, the King's Disease 2 is like the newest shit that I fucked with. But the last Kanye album I really liked wasn't even a real album. Have you ever heard the Yandi album?
No, you got some.
Yandi's the album that got dismantled and then he scrapped it and then did
Wait,
Jesus
I'm sorry,
and-
Verbs. There's a handful of people in existence that even know about that moment in time.
Yo, that Yandi shit is fucking dope. And you kind of see into his process because some of the
I
songs.
feel like that was the straw
it's
that broke
not-
his back.
Whoa, so
I need that first, Verbs. So first,
mhm.
hit your boy with that. I want to just run through a couple more before we jump back into this. So you haven't heard the last West Side Gun either.
Mm-mm.
It came out like 2 weeks ago. Okay. And then lastly, are you looking forward to a Drake album?
I guess so. I mean, it's funny because Drake's music seemed to find me more. It's like his singles start radiating from everywhere, and then I'm like, all right, let me go see what's good.
Like it,
you know,
it just
like
surrounds
it's
you.
like
It
yeah,
jumps
it's
you.
like you can't get away from it. Then you're like, all right, let me get to the bottom of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's so
actually
interesting.
like I've been waiting for a fucking Kendrick project. He's been like
Oh
MIA
man,
for
have you
super
heard that
long.
record? There's a record
I heard,
with
yeah,
Baby
yeah,
Keem,
yeah, yeah.
Kendrick,
Yeah,
smoking on
yeah,
top
yeah,
five.
yeah, yeah. I like that. I like
Top
that.
five.
Although
Yo,
I
he
do
says,
think go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead. No, you go. What you think about it?
Part of that record, who's the other person on the record with
His name
Kendrick?
is
Somebody.
Baby Keem, Keem, and I think in real life that's his cousin, and he's also signed to that PG Lang thing, whatever Kendrick started that PG Lang. Baby
Right, right.
Keem is signed to that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Kendrick's flow. I think that the first half of that song, it is kind of a Drakey flow, but then I mean
Yeah,
the
that's the
content
other
is
kid.
heavy. Yeah,
All
the
right,
other
I'm with
kid.
you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to touch in on those couple things.
Mhm,
I do
mhm.
like that Kendrick verse, and he definitely said smoking on top five. He said something like, "If you want to go to God, you got to come through me." I say,
Mm.
yikes. He got a couple of those. Let me throw it around real quick. Penny, what's good? You got some bars for us this evening? Yeah. So let's hit it with a beat, Kiko.
Ooh. I feel like Sos always gives me the same beat. Always wants me to be in my field. Be fooled by that pretty face. Oh, this hit a little harder. This that shit that I can feel. This that shit that starter. This that shit that start a war. Make me go and get it. Make me forget that I was busy raising children. But I left them all home where they should be. Kids are sleeping, so it's all about mommy. Ain't too many minutes of the day that I get to act a fool and forget about the shit that I stress rightfully. Cause I be worried about real shit. Rent like gas and a copy on some ill shit. Looking at me, you would never know dreams. I don't have them when I sleep. Cause like I said, police be on the creep. They got their eye up on my son. Cause his melanin is popping. He's out here having fun. He just trying to live his best life. And they mad at him for nothing. Mad at him cause he be stunting, man. Y'all don't really want it. Mommy be really stepping out of her bag. Y'all be trying to get in the bag. Y'all should be all on lag. I be waiting for the load up. I be waiting for the info. While I'm waiting, I'm depositing. Ooh.
Damn, she said there's not a lot of hours in the day where I could just get loose and do me. I respect that, yo. And that's why we love EODUB. We see you in here. Um, Penny, let me ask you, yo, when did you start rhyming? How did rhyming come to you? Like, what's good?
Funny enough, I've always done poetry and spoken word. So essentially I've been writing as long as I could, but I would only rap at parties when my friends got me drunk enough. And then funny enough, I met a boy who really like made me feel like I could do something fantabulous with words. And then I started doing it. And as soon as I think like I've only actually been recording music for 2 years now. I've been actually writing songs for like 3.5. So
Okay,
I'm
got you.
kind of new to the music, but words have always been my thing.
But the words, it was even poetry before the words. I gotta say, there's something about you locking into a flow and just getting comfortable, that's one thing, right? Like there's one thing about being technically good where you could just say 4 words that rhyme, right? But then there's this comfort that you get into where you start talking about your life so clearly. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be harder to do. Many of us
Well,
could
not to
do the
cut you
like,
off, but I gotta thank you
yeah,
guys for that. Prior to immersing myself in the Zoom between EODUB and the open mics, I catch I boom so when I can, it helped me be able to adapt. But prior to, I had like a very set flow. I had, which was great and amazing. But listening to all of you guys do it and really understanding that there's more to making words rhyme than cat, fat, bat, hat. I
yeah.
learned that. I guess I finessed that through the Zoom. So I do appreciate you guys and the Mighty Dub for that.
Respect. That's another bar. And whoever's directing tonight, if it's Danny, I see you trying to get the 2 people on screen. I don't know what's the science right now. I know that C Dub was having some issues, and he might have just said something in the chat, so pardon me. But salute to Pennywise. Can I get Annie? Are you okay? And what up to A? Salute to A. Yeah, I see you, boo. Annie, are you okay? What up? Can you hear us? Give us the thumbs up.
Yeah, yes, but I need maybe a couple minutes to switch devices so that I can plug in headphones.
Okay. You got it. You got it. Go make
Thanks.
that pop.
Like,
And make sure you go back on mute there. There you go. Well done. Veteran status. Yo, A, I know you here, but not here, kind of here. I don't know if anybody else here is willing to rhyme tonight. Let's do this. Let's get a topic for me and verbs. Hit me with a topic for me and verbs. Just warm up the oven. Then we're gonna get Annie. Then we're gonna get A. What up, Angel?
C-Dub, you got the wheel, or you just like
Oh,
what's
he
up?
might not have the wheel, and he got to go to class. So let me
Oh,
just ask you, Sos,
all
to
right,
go off the top.
all right. So if somebody was, who would be directing your life's movie, and who would be starring as you, and who would be playing all the people? Like who would you want? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay. Start it off first. Directing my life story. I probably have a whole casting call of directors. Bring them in. I have Tarantino, Scorsese, John Singleton, but I need someone who really could express real words. Frankly, I go with Steven Spielberg.
Yo, I don't know who look like me, but the director would have to be Spike Lee. For real, he captured it. Understand with the classicness, know the era that I passed in with.
I need an extra wild picture, but Tarantino often overuses nigger. Damn, I have to pick someone that's not wildin'. One director I won't use, Woody Allen.
And as far as the actor, I don't really know, I'm not part of that Deuces and Miro factor, but another Dominican will have to be the one up in my skin again.
Remember, there's only one obvious person that plays Zoo, Idris Elba. It's perfect because it's crazy. It'll be a magnificent show that we blessing for the lady. Hey.
And the flick would start in the 70s. Take me back as a seed and remember me growing up through this very neighborhood. Washington Heights back and then, it wasn't really good.
Let through the eye of a needle. Far from feeble, my co-star would be Don Cheadle. Then we would sit in the back and burn an L. Plus we have an extra supporting actor, Dave Chappelle.
Woo! And also you have the cast of all kinds of kids from like the black and brown in situations like flows you can't mix and relating.
Mix relating. My mind state switch to a different station. Have the camera work go on vacation. I can't lie, B. Half of my planet will be filmed in Hawaii.
And probably get the stunts done. Have some little kids who practice that fucking flipping and jump, son. What do they call it? Parkour off of the top, and the freestyles will have to be hardcore.
That's good. That's good. Yo, directors, actors, playing the life story. There we go. Yo, one more topic. One more topic with a different beat. So me and Verb.
Can I jump in real quick? I'm sorry, I know I'm breaking all the rules, but after a few drinks, I'd start doing that. I want y'all to do something from a perspective point of view, like either a bottle of alcohol or the mask, the gloves, as if we gave that object a whole personality to describe a day in the life of that object.
Got it. Let's do
Wow.
it. We're gonna stick with the same object the whole time, both of us, Verbs, or we're gonna have two different objects.
Like I gave you power shit, like with the Nas shit.
Could we do objects that are connected but sort of counterports, kind of like an oil and water kind of thing, or you know what I mean?
Penny, you better never pick my topic, girl.
I'm digging it. I'm digging her whole style.
I wouldn't give them something that they couldn't do. I wouldn't do that. I'm a mom. I wouldn't give them something that they couldn't do.
You can
give us
do
the
it.
two things. Give us the two things, Penny. The two either.
Okay, can I hear a
opposites or-
back and forth about, since we are still in the COVID pandemic, what if we did the mask and the gloves? And
Mask
how
and
which
the
felt
gloves.
more important, which was more essential, how y'all feel now that everybody wants y'all before nobody wanted y'all.
Alright,
Or anybody else could pick,
That's
or y'all could build the wheel, whatever.
Nah, that's fire, Penny.
Mask and the gloves. Who would have thought I'd become crucial? Who would have thought I'd become interplanetary and universal? Just in a lace, walking the earth with me upon your front of your face.
And me on your fingers or your digits. Understand the gloves have to be specific to make sure no germs or toxins get in. Freestyle and take it off the pennon.
Gloves, I'm loving those. But I'm not fabric connected to your ear hovering above your nose. You carry it inside your clothes. Cause nowadays you need one of me every fucking where you go.
Everywhere you go, you touch a surface. Understand that's why I exist, that's my purpose. And snap them on tight when you get them. So make sure that when you touch a wall, you don't bring them in venom.
I wasn't coughing or bleeding, but I was needing to cover something in my face when I was breathing. Look at what the earth has me receiving. It's like a fact I can't start to be believing.
But honestly, I'm not cheating, I'm a little jealous. Cause lately, the gloves ain't on that much, fellas. Can you tell us it's mostly the mask? I don't know what happened, but I'm like a ghost from the past.
Masks had a lot of love now. Pardon me, Verbs, let me switch to the gloves now. That's when I was Lincoln. I go back to the gloves like in the court case with O.J. Simpson.
Woo, they don't fit, or do they? Either way, they were essential, and now who's they? I don't know, we still wearing them. I still got some over there in the back, like an aquarium.
Of course, the gloves I appoint. I have North Face, you know I got some polo joints. Loving the bands. Covering the mask is for the glands, but the gloves is for the hands.
As a matter of fact, who knows about the tincture? Maybe the gloves will come back once we hit winter. Either way, when we gotta figure it out, hopefully take this pandemic out and flipper it.
Gloves is gone and the masks are getting loose now, but the gloves will come back when I put on my goose down. Matter of fact, flavoring. I got the polo goose, I got a low goose, and one Canadian.
Either way, we protecting each other from the face, and then no way we gonna spread this ill type of pandemic situation and understand how the place we in.
That's it. Yeah, Penny. We had to do that one.
Yeah, that was
Yo,
dope.
there's parts of that that was
I
really dope.
appreciate you guys for understanding the assignment and Zoo switching over. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I
I was
started
like, I
giving
gotta-
breadcrumbs, and it was like, I'm just gonna bake bread.
I said, yo, I got glove bars. Let me switch teams. Yo, Annie, are you okay? What up? Verbs, you know what it is, bro. Like high five, digital high five.
That's what
Like
it
if we was
is.
coming off the court, we'd be like, yo,
Yeah, it's just like LeBron to fucking, Wade or something like.
that was it.
No, that
Yo,
was giving
Andy, are
Jordan
you
and Pippen
okay?
vibes. That was giving Jordan and
Yo.
Pippen vibes.
She giving us that Chicago bullshit. I know you like that, Verbs. Yo, let's go with Annie. Are you okay? Where you at, Kiko?
Yo,
And
yo.
A, get ready. Freestyle pulled up. Annie, we just can't see you.
You can't?
Nah.
Wait, you can
Y'all
on
see
this
him?
one? Yeah,
Oh,
right
yes,
here.
I can. Pardon me.
Okay. So I have a topic. I'm just gonna rap.
You just don't have any arcade chucks you round.
Hey.
On the map, just you and no cap,
No cap.
just you and.
I just rap across the atlas where I'm at with this. I mean, I'm at it like I'm up inside my attic. Obviously, shit, I'm the opposite. I'm basement. I just rock the bitch. I rock it like the toes. I skip rocks. I don't know. I can walk on water. Those is toes. I got this in my nose. I'm in my body knows. I mean, I got it from the top of my toes. I mean, I tip it. I just sip it. I just got it. I'm just with it. I just on that. I'm just hot. Fuck the guys on my block. They be talking. They be bitching. Get that bitch. That's my dog. I don't fuck with it. I'm off. They not soft. I'm not hard. I just go. That's a bar. I don't even know what it was though. But I catch up. I got this. I catch up. I put it on mayonnaise. I mean,
Hey, spitting truth, no cap. Just you man. Hey, just you man. Benny on that gang. Hey, I see A's in the bag. Just you man. Hey, EODUB across the map. Hey, just you man. Hey, come on, hey. Come on, hey.
You want me to flow this way? Let me tell you, I love it when Zeus sway. Hey, niggas hitting me with that yay. We gonna ski today. We don't really need those things, those types of things. I'm just talking that dumb shit when I sing. Those I give it to Zoo for the melody, my crew, but change it up when only Lizzie Day coming through.
Hey, when you on the map, just you man. That the flow's on tap, just like that. Hey,
Yes,
just
we
you
sway at EODUB
Just
today. This is
Just
what we
you
say. See if I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay. My verbs is coming slowly. For all of those that know me, I gotta give a shout out to EODUB Quebec only. I see you in the spot. I see you in the park. I see you with Quebec gang. Outside it's getting dark. Happy birthday to the Queen of the North, Waita. I wish I was there in the place so I could see her. Yo, shout out your birthday. It's all about you. You spit the truth, Lord. I never doubt you. Damn, Waita and Ketchers in the building. Why I just had a wild, magnificent feeling. Why you feel like I'm live, freestyle, doing my thing. Connected virtually with Waita and the whole gang. EODUB Quebec, I show mad respect. I'm glad that Kendrick came up so she could physically connect with the gang and do it on the worst way. Yo, I gotta say, Waita, happy birthday. Happy born day in the strong way. Waita, I fuck with you in the long way. You my spirit, 1 out of a dozen. It's like an EODUB Quebec family cousin. I see you shining, and you be knowing the science growing. Damn, Waita, you glowing. Get your heads up with the red cup. Yo, everybody in Quebec, whoop.
Hey,
Y'all better let off some
happy
shots.
birthday, Waita, you gotta say.
Hey, shout out to Only the God.
Happy birthday, Waita, yeah.
Yeah, hey, get 8 bars, hey.
Hey, you want me to spit hard? This beeping rocking on my guard. I can't follow Zoo. That means I can't come next after you, my dude. Waita, your name's I gotta wait. Motherfucking spell check fucking it up for God's sake. Yeah, I'm trying to get that reggae groove, but you know I ain't got that Caribbean like you, my dude. I'm cheesing, yes, our favorite breed. Yo, I'm mad jealous, Kendra. You can't see me. I got them right swings on my fucking back. We can flow to this shit, matter of fact, cause it's EODUB,
Hey, one time for the Queen of the North. One time for the Queen of the North. You heard? One time for the Queen of the North.
If you online, you better be drinking if you in the building.
Yeah. Yo.
We here in Real City, Montreal.
No, we're gonna go on mute. We want y'all to talk for just a couple minutes while you to holler at us. How you feel? Shout out to Queen Kendra. You already
I'm the like it's
Why do we love
You
you?
need to talk, Aita.
Freestyle, that's it.
here. Listen, there's a lot of things going on here. Yes, I'm all ears. Do I have to talk or are you gonna
You
talk to
look
me?
gorgeous. Yeah, you don't have to rap,
No,
but
you know what?
girl.
You definitely don't have to rap. Let me
I have
just
my
say for
bars.
myself. Let me say for myself personally, love you, sis. God bless you.
Love
You
you.
know, you've been such a
Love
blessing
you.
to the dub personally. But I do want you to speak for 1 second or 1 minute, right? I want you to just capture how you feeling right now at this moment. What's your spirit like? What's your energy like right now? Holla at us.
Of course, the energy is high, high, up, up, up. I'm here with some friends that we can we're like 20 people, but I had my mom and my dad here with me. It's the first time I actually invite my parents to like some chilling, and so they met everybody, and my dad did a little concert, so he shared his vibes by playing music with everybody else.
Wow.
That was the highlight, and Kendra being here and witnessing that also for like the first time. It's like the first time that I share something like that with my people, so I
That's
was
dope.
very,
Family.
yeah,
You know,
family.
Kendra is the linchpin, you know what I'm saying? She invites with a consistent feature at every international final at all over the globe and clearly built relationships and family with everybody. Like when she's there, I feel like I'm there, right? With her and
Yes,
and
we're all together like all the time, guys. We carry you all
yo,
the time. It's the
respect,
legacy,
yo.
everything, the spirit. We're there. Hey, have you seen Basic?
The homie Basics is there.
Oh,
Where's
Yes,
my
What's up,
shit.
fucking
family? What's
where's
up,
my
family?
fucking light skinned cousin
What's
at?
up, family?
Yo, what up,
Living
broski?
life.
Yo, a couple weeks ago you pulled up too, and we didn't get to you in time before you peeled. I think you was with Oli. Yo, same thing for you, bro. Just give us 1 minute. How are you feeling right now? What's going on in your life? What's the vibes? Like, hit us.
Shit, I feel blessed to be here, man. It's a crazy time we're going through in the world, so you know what I'm saying? I got 2 feet and a heartbeat, so I'm good to go. And
Respect.
what's been going on lately is basically just elevating, man, trying to push the music in the crazy times, doing some shows. I just bought a new car, well,
Hey,
like a
hey,
newer than my hoopty. So like I
same.
elevated
My
from a
wife just
hoopty
got one
to
too.
a whip. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, nice. The
So
Whippington, the
the
Whippington.
Whippington, the
And I
Whippington
see you, and I
still.
see you working out, and I see you working out now. So you hot in these streets right now. I know how you get.
Mans are getting kind of slow still.
Young Brolic Basic. Yo, hold on. Let me say something to you too, man. True story is that we quietly here in the New York and New Jersey area just went through like an act of God 2 days of this hurricane that just hit us. I don't know if y'all see
Oh
the
shit.
footage or what have you, but there's a lot
Yeah,
of fam and
yeah.
everybody that's fucked up. But I'm just sharing with you, our spirit too is still high and still progressive, and we blessed to see you, bro. And yo,
Bro,
salute, bro.
always.
Push that
Always.
whip, man, and enjoy that shit.
And I just want to say too, shout out to HR. I don't know if HR is in the building, but I just want to say shout out to HR because Pat is always like randomly checking in on me on the WhatsApp and on different places. And I just wanted to say it's my bad for actually falling out on the last one. Yo, what up, family? Because I'm actually back at my mom's right now, and so like on a late night tip, I can't really be rapping too much
Feel you,
because
feel you.
it's a
True stories.
disturbance, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to say love to everybody, and I miss you guys, and I can't wait to be in the same physical space with y'all. And
Word.
that's what it is. But I'll be back in the Zoom rapping, maybe even this Sunday with prepared
Yo, son, we
material.
need you,
So
kid. I can't front that we missed the power that is basics, yo. It's not a game.
and
We
and I,
don't
and,
we
and,
don't
and I
play
gotta
around
say
over here.
too, I owe Zoo a verse, and I owe Pro a verse.
Cook
I
those
I
now.
love you
Don't
guys.
have
Thanks
me
for your
wagging my
patience
finger
in
at
my
you. Don't make me
What's
wag
going
my
on?
finger at you through
Is
this phone,
Basics
young
throwing
man.
out
Cook the
features?
verses.
You owe me a verse too?
No, don't nobody asking for a verse. Else, everybody stop. He got
Yeah.
verses ready to cook for us. Everybody be quiet. After people start chiming in, like they giving verses out. No, not tonight. He got verses he got to do for some brethren first. Let me share this, man. God bless y'all out there. The spirit is live. We glad to see yo. Yo, respect to Waita. I got love for Waita, like different, like man, yo. I can go on and on. I'ma just say that.
It's okay, we're here.
We got the
Yo,
queen.
love y'all,
We got the
man.
queen
Love
right here.
y'all. Love y'all. And look at Oli putting it together. Salute. Me, I be connecting universally through your phone, sir. Your phone be the conduit to a lot of crack in Quebec. You heard? So salute, gang.
Fact.
Salud.
Word.
More fire.
It's a low thing, my man.
It's a low thing.
And he got the low sweatsuit. Don't let this man
Yo.
try to front. Look, he got the low sweatsuit.
Don't play with me, Oli. Look at my sweatpants, Oli. Okay, I see you, but Oli, look at my sweatpants first, right?
Okay.
Yo, don't make me get extra foolish on y'all this evening. Just for Waita's birthday, look at the underwear, everybody.
In the building.
It's a brotherly low thing, man. It's a brotherly low thing.
Shout out to
Don't
Thurston
play
Howe
with
the
me.
third. Shout out to
Facts.
Thurston Howe the third on that.
Thanks. Damn, good shit, y'all. That was good family moment, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to EODUB. You only get exclusives like that on EODUB. That was live from EODUB Quebec, the gang. They're out there celebrating Waita's born day. Waita, if you didn't know, also known as the Queen of the North, she is our connect to the Quebec gang. Shout out to Oli Quebec gang. And just spell basics on IG. You can follow him. Basics has an album coming out tonight at midnight.
And he wasn't even aware of it. That's crazy.
He didn't even know. This the only day in the year.
Drake in the building. You already know
Stop
what it is.
playing. You know what it is. But yo, to my man, to Basics though, I'm gonna tell him before we sign off from Quebec. I'm gonna tell Basics, yo, push that Whippington. Still though, still. Yeah, here we go, yo. I want to pass the mic. Let me go to Freestyle. Freestyle, where you at? Freestyle. Salute, broski. Damn, that was sorry, y'all. I think I just went way left. Sorry to everybody else in here, but I was on my Quebec time. Salute to Freestyle. So hit him with a beat.
Yo, can you hear me?
How we,
I don't know if y'all can hear me.
how we can hear you?
I had to unplug it. I had to unplug my headphones to find myself in the zone while I'm chilling all alone. Posted at my home, the king without a throne, and I don't need a crown to pass it around. I see I found myself a new mineral to just get hot with the bar and the flows that I spit. Ridiculous the way that my style always fits. Like Babe Ruth, I'm up top with one hit. Listen, you don't really want no drama. You get disappointed like you listen to Donda. I don't know about you and I ain't trying to speak them facts, but I listened to 25 and only like 2 tracks. I was like, yo, that's whack. You should take that back. Matter of fact, what can I say? He should get back and work with Jay. Or maybe then Nick and Kanye should go back to Kim K.
Hold on, Freestyle. Let me jump into that Donda mix though. I listened to album, but me, I like 6 though. It's sort of the same. I was disappointed. The concept seemed confused and disjointed. I wonder where the album came from or came through. I wonder if it's a flame dude but named Zoo. You call me up to get the baby like talcum. I know on God's earth I put out a better album.
That's true, and I know the facts. I heard him spit that and I was like, yo, that's whack. I ain't even gonna lie. You know I'm not a trapper. But see, my dad is the first ever gospel rapper. I see Kanye tried to do the same thing. One minute he's trying to rap, the next he's trying to sing. I mean, I ain't trying to complain. I ain't calling by his name, but that certainly sure as heck wasn't flame.
Pardon me, I was on mute. I was getting gas though. But since I'm the host, I think I probably get it past though. When we talk Donda, that's an album that Super Zoo is really not fond of. Matter of fact, I probably run. I
You
like
gotta put
the
me on
album that
something.
came out a week ago by West Side Gun.
I
That
haven't
shit
heard
sounds
that
better
yet.
for a look. Plus, it got Jadakiss and Stove God Cooks. Pardon me for getting wild. We just doing verbal album reviews. I pass it back to Freestyle.
And I haven't heard the West Side Gun, but if you said it's good, then it's probably a good one. I don't know, me personally, I haven't heard too many LPs that make me go yee or jump for joy. It's been a long time. Royce the 5'9" has some dope lines, but the last LP he dropped wasn't that tight. So I'm looking for someone else to see who rocks the mic. It's like,
I feel you. That's why I build with Nunzio. I turn off albums and go to the studio. I think about blazing this. I'm a chasing this, so I was live when I saw Jadakiss. When they was going against the Locks, it reminded me. It was like my lifestyle rewinded me. It made me realize the ZOO is good because I know my lyrics, breath control, and can do a show.
And they
That's
do
the
big
truth,
time
though.
shows. Ill effect with every single flow. You should know. Like I said, man, I got my regrets. Cause in that battle, for some reason, I picked Dipset and I was let down. I don't know what to think. Yeah, it was caught off guard. Like, damn, I'm wearing pink. Back in the 90s when you used to find me. Now these other MCs in this game trying to shine me. Like Shine when he had free time. Protecting J-Lo's behind with Puffy. Maybe it's me, I'm just lucky. But I don't know about you, but these other LPs in this game are kind of sucky.
As I sit back and burn an L, I reminisce how in the battle I had Dipset as well. But damn, I was reminded of a lesson. You can't beat powerful rhymes and stage presence. It was Wild B. The connection on stage you could see from Chic Luch and Styles P. How they connected and started rocking with Jada. It wasn't just the rhymes, it wasn't flavor, it wasn't just the swag, it was ill. It was like they reminded us of real lyrics and real skill. That's where God could find us. I had Dipset, but then real rap had to wake up and remind us.
Yeah, you said it right, and it was true. Jada and Dipset, you could tell they was cool, but you could tell that Jada and Luke was like brothers. And you could tell that Dipset was like another, because it's like they weren't even cool with each other's mothers. They discontinued each other's figures. Now go figure. I mean, how you not gonna big up your nigga? Whenever you see him shining, they would sit back reclining. I'm like, yo, you supposed to be pumping your homeboy up. But they was sitting on the back like, yeah, that's what's up. I don't know, man. It was kind of disappointing for long. I could tell Cam don't mess with Jim Jones.
No, that's what happened actually. Because Vice Versus used to do that with the whole crew naturally. Matter of fact, Wetter Than You, sometimes he knew your lyrics better than you. And with the ad-libs, he took over basements and mad cribs. He knew everybody's lyrics, it didn't make sense. Sometimes it was hard to find you. If I forget a lyric, I know that Vice Versus was right behind you. Or right behind me. The style and glory. That's why his ad-libs go down in human testimony. That's how we get blazed. I'm reminiscing of my brother, how he would help us on stage. Yo, turn that off for a second.
Jada kept saying they don't even know the words.
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, for everybody listening now, we reminisced over this now a couple weeks, but Freestyle hasn't had a chance to unpack with us. And frankly, the things that the Locks won on, when I really reflected on it, are really the tenets of EODUB. Those are the pieces that we built, the pillars that we built EODUB on. Number one is knowing your lyrics, right? It's just standard. But then number two is knowing your man's lyrics, where you can do ad libs for him, right? And help hype up the show. Number three is not rhyming over the track with the lyrics. Like in the early days of EODUB, people that are in here were there. We actually would stop and send people home for that. We would be like, no, you know what? You could rhyme over this other beat, but you got to come back with the instrumental for that. We don't do that like rhyming on top of the track. We literally have done that. You know what I'm saying? We've stopped people mid song. And now I know that Versus was meant to be a place where you play your records, but frankly, the Locks reminded me of that's what built EODUB. Knowing your lyrics, having stage presence, breath control, knowing your man's lyrics, ad libs, and not rhyming over the actual lyrics. So it's a powerful statement in hip hop. I love that everybody really did pay attention to it. But beyond that, I hope that those of us internal inside EODUB see that connection. That wasn't, that wasn't just happenstance. They won because of those specific things, and those specific things have been the pillars of EODUB. Let's note that. Well done, freestyle. Did anybody not spit tonight that wants
Yo,
to
in the chat, Basics want to rap.
Oh, stop playing. Let's go.
Yo,
Throw a beat on
yo,
it.
I was gonna say, it's actually Olivier who put me on the pressure for that. And I just want to say I also owe Verbs a verse because I saw his comment in the chat earlier. I just wanted to say that too. And but Verbs is the one who said now I gotta rap, so I guess I gotta rap. This is what it is.
Okay, so
See how the leverage works? I like it.
Oh my God! You need to
Here we
rap,
go.
man. You need to rap right now.
I got no headphones though. We're just out here in the park. I don't know if this makes sense for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're gonna do it right now. It's gonna
Oh
happen
my
right now.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Yeah. I say, Olivier hold my drink, but I won't put the split down. I'ma come through, knock them out, spit rounds. They don't know the curb, they don't know the street light, and they don't know the words. Bro, I'm blowing herbs, and I always go off the top, bruh. The basics in the spot. Clean up on aisle 5, they getting mopped up. Yeah, I clean the game like Mr. Clean. I stay very clean, like Listerine. And my flow gets too high like the DMT, cause when I put the work on beat, it's like it's extreme. William Shakespeare, I spread the love when the hate's near. And it's dollar store Drake, yeah. For one day, yeah. No breaks, yeah. I might drop a couple of verses, a couple of hearses. I line it up just like cursive. I got the will to be a wordsmith. Will Smith with words anyway. I don't even need a curse. I'm not deterred. When I go in, I clean them like detergent. That's it. But you can find
killing him. He said Shakespeare. I say Shakespeare William. Matter of fact, look at the science that we lurking about. Now in Quebec, they got basics working out. He getting the chest ups, pull-ups, and push-ups. I think the girl's heart's broken when you look up. More cook up, more science, and more shows to book up. But let's connect, then let's hook up. Wish I was there with you. I know you're a jungle alone, but I wish you had an extra bear with you. I send some extra care with you. I could go against those that get rare with you. In the city for Mamacita, shout out to Waita, the princess of the city. Yo, I just got mad love and time with. I couldn't even think of nothing good to rhyme with. I was just shouting out my family. I hope through my energy through the phone you understanding me. Connecting with y'all is critical. It doesn't matter if I'm there in the flesh, I will arrive in digital. Here I am coming through the phone now. I see Waita probably light off the tone now, in the zone now. I have to bear it. How y'all could dare it? How dare y'all have a powerful cipher with her parents? Oh, I seen it, ligament. I seen a clip that Kendra showed of your father playing an instrument. It looked like a flute. It looked extra cute. I seen you behind him, glad we getting loot. This is how the power can execute. Let's elevate. You can make fabric like I go out and educate. It's magic what you do with the fragile, with the, pardon me. For those that's not knowing, I be watching exotic clips of Waita cutting and sewing. I see her talent is still growing. And the fashion is blasted out for those that still mashing. I like when you lighten up. It adds the excitement up. It makes my freestyles tighten up as if they wasn't tight enough. Super Zoo's not writing, but when it comes to freestyle, I'm an overseas titan. I was born in Teaneck. Give love to Quebec. Pardon me for pronouncing it and announcing my arrival. I freestyle sometimes for my survival. It's for my wife and daughters. It's like food and water. It gives me sustenance for the elements. For those that live inside this same life with precedence, I give my ever since. Still EODUB. Quebec gang love, heard?
Yeah.
Or as they say, Quebec. Quee.
Yeah.
You got that off. No, that was fire.
Yeah, you know when you stretch the word to just rhyme.
And called it. You rhymed about the fact that you was like I can't unpack like you. But you definitely
look at you.
you
Hey,
rhymed.
Teaneck. Born in Teaneck.
You're allowed to have
course.
that poetic license if you call yourself on it. That's fine.
I like the part where he said, "And if as if they not tight enough." Like
That was fire.
I like that too. When that came in my head, I was like, "Ooh, say that." That's
as
a
if
good.
they ain't tight enough.
Need an
Come
extra
on.
bear in the jungle. That was heat.
That's a fact. You wish you had an extra bear with you. Yo, shout
Yo,
out to John Hurd who pulled up. Go ahead,
the
Basics.
You
Talk
extra
to me.
bear with
heard?
you line, I felt that in my heart.
It's real, yo. I'm actually watching y'all, and there's a part of my spirit that's like, I wish I had transport myself right now because it would be super dope. Let me go to John Hurd. Salute to John Hurd, yo. He come into this space gunning. I personally respect your talent. We're gonna throw on a beat, just let you get busy. We're not doing topics just yet. Get busy.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Sosa on the beats. Quebec gang. EODUB. John Hurd.
Uh huh. It's like I was on a journey to see Duran Duran. Now the attorney wants me hand in hand. They try to concern me in the land of the clan. They can never burn me from the stance of a branch while I stand looking at trees. Have pregnancy with oak trees. Legacy with dope squeeze. My legacy's like telepathy, what I know breed. It's kind of legacy, they leg at me and they don't scream. Looking at the ankles of cattle. Really, these gangsters can't bang you in they shadow. They thank you, kind of quite faithful when they ask you. They thank you, and they thank you food on the bladder. They can never put me on a spoon or a fork, and I'm soon to be distorted. Looking at the moon rocks that you had from 2 blocks. Well, that was 2 shots, and it was like Tupac from the soon they recorded all the statures. Looking at the poor rich when you're recording all the rappers. Looking at what's important from the mortgage or you after. You shorted all the trappers. Looking like everything's been distorted for the rappers. You aborted with the trappers. We don't know where they going. We just know where we don't care. We know where we flowing, and we won't share the grown air we own there.
All right,
You
let
can
me
have
jump
the
in.
plum to the fruits of our label and grow your own pair. You know it.
I had to back up so I could give my brother room. Pardon me, I was getting an ice cube from the other room. But as you were rhyming, I was connecting with your energy. As I sit and open up this white bottle of Hennessy, I pour it in my cup. That's the technique that I use. It's a plastic cup with Hennessy now and 1 ice cube. It starts to get cold in the cup before I start sipping it. Like a roller coaster buckle before you start whipping it. The magnificent styles that you was displaying had me in my mind betraying my own time. Rhyming at my own rhyme. Like a lemon to my own lime. It's sort of like my feng shui. I do it every Sunday. But Thursday night is different. I'm kind of gifted now. The spirit was minimal, but the science is lifted now. Let me build off to follow after. Let me connect like I was dealing with Ecclesiastes like a black pastor. Then life could follow after, the Kung Fu master. Let me put on my agenda so y'all all remember. This is Super Zoo, that's my word. Lyrically killing it now, but passing it slowly back to John Hurd.
And you know, rappers ain't alive, they just be living through the scope. And you know, hip hop never died, it just came back to give some hope. And you know, rappers never died, they only gave life through the scope. And you know, hip hop never died, it came back and gave the people hope. Now you could climb the ladder, the rhymes you shatter, whether the 9 is backwards, the 9 you packing. I don't got time to go to Israel or have a shrine of bladders. I just got a rhyme combined with masters. Now how you gonna intertwine in disasters when my rhymes are combined with non-pastors? The tabernacle leave your Adam's apple in a batter pasture. I'm just the baddest rapper that came back as the blacker pastor. I never had to claim I was back with Nazareth. I never had the game, never had to aim, just to blast you. They be making gun sounds and they rhymes, sounding like fun times. Fun rounds and they nine. I ain't have to take the fedora off, the door is off. Looking like you dozing off as soon as they adore the cough. Looking like you snorting raw as soon as they imported y'all. You look like your jaw was been imported to report it, y'all. I was never in a toilet, I was a toilet John. Funny how the word John was just a toilet monk. I was coming back camouflaging, looking like I'm dumping packs in the damn garages.
Packs and garages with my sticker promo on it. Pardon me for wearing black hats with my logo on it. This is EODUB for those sitting on the bench learning. This is not the original logo, this is the French version. I got this from DJ Kerry, it's very necessary. Those that connect are not known as my adversaries. Those are my alliances. Let's build like major appliances. Let me break down the periodic table of what the science is. This is where the giants live. This is in the hills. This is where we freestyle and slowly display our skills. Sometimes they're going for wealth. Sometimes rappers don't kill, they just tell on themselves. They make a song where they just give a verbal confess. Sometimes they give the time and the fucking address. Niggas tell on themselves constantly. You can make it free. How you gonna live free if you're doing crimes live on IG? You're dying slowly. For those that know me, I'll be over your shoulder in a spirit like Obi-Wan Kenobi, telling young Luke how to use his lightsaber. This is Super Zoo like King Kong up on a skyscraper. I'm holding a white girl and holding her off the roof. I'm executing in the prison like Dylan Roof. Pardon me for those that search. That's that white boy who used the machine gun to kill those people in church. Come on, John Hurt. Yo, turn the beat off. Come on. We going too hard right now.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
not
how
even
Steel
fair.
sharpens
Like
steel.
people gotta rap after that.
Whoa.
Like
Whoa.
This
Here's
is
what you
steel
do now, Zoo.
sharpens
Here's
steel.
what you do now. That's
Yeah.
what you do now.
Yo, I think steel sharpens steel. When you rhyme, John Hurt, it makes me wanna like rhyme better.
And
You
he didn't
feel
Love.
me?
even, he
That's
said he
love.
didn't even have to take the fedora off. The door is off.
Yo, stop playing. He said a million lines, yo. He said a million lines. Damn, I'm about to have
That's
to look
love.
this
Thank you.
up. Yo, you're always welcome in this space. I can't say enough about you. I reach out to you outside of this space. Listen to some music, but this freestyle thing, is
Hmm.
what we treasure on this particular night in this particular space. I don't know if you've heard my spiel before, but the spirit of Free Dub is such. You can put us both on the screen because I'm gonna ask for a topic in a minute. But what I share in this space, John Hurd, is that we often have so much angst about the past, and we also often have so much apprehension about the future. These two things we can't control, but we
Hmm.
don't often engage in the now and
Hmm.
dwell in the now and bathe in the now. And freestyle in its essence is in the now, right? Like you'll
Hmm.
never say that freestyle that you just said again. Now we've captured this. God bless, God bless us that it'll be on EODUB, YouTube channel in a couple of days. But frankly, in its essence, it was just a raw thing that happened right now, and we're
Right.
engaging in the now. So that's the
Hmm.
science of Frio Dub. I mean, clearly, I'll say I know a lot of dope MCs, but this unique freestyle chamber is still something that remains elusive to even some high level MCs like a Royce the 5'9", right? Would beg off of freestyling. Why is
Hmm.
or how is freestyle important to you? Why did it get to this place where you are this adept at it?
I freestyle first. Year was 2004. I didn't start writing until 2011.
Mm. And just was you freestyling for fun, like ha ha ha, I could do this, or were you focused like I'm nice at this?
I was trash at first. I started rapping because of Rage Against the Machine, actually. I didn't feel I was good until 2010.
Mhm. Okay, freestyling.
Yes, freestyling.
Okay. And do you have people that you freestyle with that make you get that hype, that you get excited when they freestyle?
Sometimes I'll bar spar with a homie of mine that goes by the name of Mock Flow. Um, and sometimes I've bar spar with Mickey Facts on Twitter. Like we'll just like tweet lyrics. Like I'll tweet him. And there's been times throughout some years where he's like, we'll just go back and forth. So I mean, I don't have like a regular routine person. I just be thinking about entendres all day. Like
I love it.
I be look,
Love
I
it.
just be. That's all I be doing. I just like I realize the word Nordstrom spelled backwards is more T's drawn, and I already used that in the line. And I
Mm.
don't think nobody else is gonna do what I did
Do
to it.
that,
Just
do that specific thing. I respect that.
hmm yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a nerd. I'm just a
Mm-hmm.
nerd for words. That's all.
Damn, I'm the same way, yo. I'm actually an educator. I really am a person who has a ninth degree black belt in code switching, right? And I can adapt to specific situations, particularly those around the planet, usually around the country. I can adapt to them. And in my education work as a teacher, as a dean, as a consultant, hip hop has been my like secret weapon. It's dope to land in DC and be able to speak to kids in a specific way. So words too, I'm sharing that words too are big with me. and I'm a fan of exquisite vocabulary and mixing and bubbling words like you did. So let me just go back to Sos. Pardon me too, brother. I genuinely am interested in people's connection and uh organic way they develop lyrics, if you will, and frankly, specifically the freestyling. I think it's a lost art in many ways, and I really am compelled to build with people who are dumb nice at it. You know what I'm saying? There's a gentleman in here named Freestyle. He's also super dope, and I have some veterans in here as well. But anyway, I'm gonna ask for a topic from Sos, and we're gonna do these 4 bars back and forth, you and I.
All right.
And I
So,
want to start. I want to start the 4 bars, and then I'll pass it to you, and we'll go 4 bars back and forth.
all right. So
Sos,
we'll
where we
do
at?
the intricacies of instruments and how they speak to you and how you feel when certain instruments play.
Okay, let's get it. Hey, 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 hey. We're gonna talk about a specific topic now. Let's get deep for a minute. Like a body has arms, legs, and ligaments, the music world has multiple instruments. Sometimes are calmly, sometimes move sharp. I also think of the feeling when I'm hearing a harp. It's on you. It's you. You was zoning. Yeah.
Oh, me or him?
You.
Me? Oh, I thought this was you and Zeus. I'm sorry, my fault.
No,
Dang.
my
Let's
name
let
is Zoo.
Zoo.
My
Let's
name is
give him
Zoo, but it's me
let's
and
give
you.
him an example. He'll get the next round.
All right, bet. Let me
Yeah,
go
my
to,
fault. I thought it was them two. I'm sorry.
No. We'll
No
show you.
problem.
It's fun. It's one of the
Come on, hey.
games. It's one of the
Come on,
games.
hey.
All
Me
right.
and you, hey.
Damn.
Instruments
I gotta
playing.
act like I'm talking about it, but stop it. I almost forgot the topic. But that's just the funny. That's kind of me when I'm thinking about money.
Look at you having an uptight face. The first instrument I used was upright bass. It adds the bass and soul to the rhythm. It really guides the movement of the music if you listen.
Yo, you heard? I want to say hello. This is me acting like I'm curvy like a cello. Did I say that right, fella? Ella, hey.
Cats
That's
is
a
doing
stretch.
violin things. I love the sound of violin strings. I love when they just play it. I was in Aruba, wearing Polo Love Grand Puba, playing the tuba.
Now let me just get serious. Are we talking about lyrics? I'm delirious. But really, I'm just telling you I'm going left. Like if I was this fucking G clef.
Every
Hope
day
y'all
I
are seeing
cherish.
this. Yes, go ahead, kid.
Every day I cherish breath from the holes of the clarinet. Looking at the tuba of the ruler I ain't cherished yet. Looking at the horns of a flute, storm to the truth. Looking at the swarm from the Zeus. I'm born to go flute.
Now I see you start seeing this. Shout out to Robert Glasper. He's my favorite pianist. I'm kind of mellow, but I like when he plays the beats and has the bass behind him by Michelle and their Gail cello.
You the only person I can say hello and really pronounce that, man, I'm yellow. Feeling really kind of nice, you heard, man. This is how we pass the mic around when we spread that Frio word.
They figured he was some fellow. Had to sit it down and cherish it like a cello. Then I had to play the instrument, had to play the soliloquies, had to play it for lyricists.
Damn, for your discussion. Shout out to Kareem Riggins. He's probably my favorite that's on percussion. I think he's better than Questlove, to be honest. And for those that love genres, Clive Stubblefield's the Donist.
Hold on, man, I'm honest. I used to feel like acoustic, but really I got that soul of an electric git and you ain't used to this.
The heart beats to another drum, from the cello to the flute, see the summer sun. Cause the heart beats to another drum, from the tuba to the cello, from the summer sun. I want summer drum.
Get what you
I
bringing.
want summer drum.
It's not fair, nigga, you started singing.
I'm a babe, soulful soul. Got us
Yo,
in
break
this
that down,
R&B
sis.
hole.
Yes.
So
There
you
we
gotta give me
go.
some hard beats. You gotta be in my feelings today, like
Dang.
fucking serenading you heard because he's got a cooler rap name than me. I told you
Nah,
he would
it's
get it.
J Heard.
I'll say
There you
whatever I
go.
want. Jared.
No, you won't.
Man.
No, you
Jay
won't.
Heard.
That's not
All
nice.
right, like hurting the crowd. Like hurt. You
Uh,
heard? It's
See?
still
yeah.
fire. It's still fire.
Yep.
Is that your government or that's just yeah? You just
My name is John Hurt. My artist name is Jay Hurt.
Jay Heard. I heard
Mm-hmm.
you. I can
All
keep
right.
this up all night.
All
You
right.
know, I'm
Ain't
nerdy.
I'm
nobody. If ain't nobody
hey,
else heard, Jay heard. That's
Yo,
what
you
it
know
hey,
I'm
is.
a nerd. I can do
all
this
right.
all night.
I'm not the goat, I'm the elephant.
Word.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
like
hold
that.
on.
Yo,
CISOs,
let
you
me
better
get a
play something hard.
Yo, so let me get a little boom bap, but a little slower. Let me go back to this specific um unique feature that I used to do. I want to bring it back for a minute and talk about that zoo book review. Let me get that popping.
Oh, we still read.
Are we all rapping on this one, or is it just
Nah,
we
Nah,
just
watch
it's
all?
a
me do
book
this.
review. Hold on.
All right.
This is your dream come true. Salute John Hurt, but this is the zoo book review. This is the science that was dead before, but it's a segment where I talk about books I've read before. So I'll take you back to the time of Gangstar and J. Rue the Damager. I ran into this book by this dude, Jeffrey Canada. I thought my life done, but the book was called Fist, Stick, Knife, Gun. The situation's right. The book talks about how you start to get violence in your life. First, it started off with the fist. And the fist is simple. It's your 5 fingers wrapped like this. But it can do damage when connected to the wrist and connected to the arm. And then you can do harm. Then you start catching your licks. And then they move from the fist and cats start picking up the sticks. Now the sticks, oh my lord. When you a kid, you carry a stick and you pretend that it's a sword. Matter of fact, even where I live, I know a brothers that keep a little bat or a stick by their crib. Or maybe just for their life. I know a lot of dudes that carry a slick bat in the bed with their wife. Just keep it under the covers, just good for life. But then it advanced from the fist to the stick to the knife. Ooh, a knife, you could spot one. He started talking about in the 70s, it felt like everybody got one. You walk into the party, it was like karate. Everybody was fighting, but everybody had a knife on their body. They would share their knives in the back of the club and just stare them. Someone would dare them. They pull them out and compare them just to see which one was dark enough, which one would cut you deep, which one was sharp enough. But then it stopped being fun because it moved from the fist to the stick to the knife to the gun. It was when they started executing. They was leaving in the hospital at first, but now they started shooting. I remember with no delay. I was like 18. I first saw my gunfight at the Penn Relays. They started shooting. Cats was out gunning. It was unsensical the way Cats was gunning, just shooting off in the crowd. I remember Cats running and ducking down and the shot sounding loud. It was rare, a situation for the bear. I even remember smelling the gun smoke in the air. It's an essential time in my life as I connected later and built on with my wife. But it's a book that really had me done. It's by Jeffrey Canada. It's called Fist, Stick, Knife, Gun. That's on the low. I also wrote a song about it. Wanna hear it? Here it goes. Yo, true story. Stop that beat for a minute. Yo, this is a true story. This is a book called Fist, Stick, Knife, Gun by a gentleman named Jeffrey Canada. Fun fact, I grew up and ended up working for Jeffrey Canada. I read this book before I met Jeffrey Canada, and I ended up being a founding teacher at the school called Promise Academy in Harlem. But I was so impacted by this book that I wrote a song about it, and the song is called Fist, Stick, Knife, Gun. And the song is like, let me start from the beginning at the top of the list. Your first encounter with violence was the fist.
Fist.
Maybe on the playground from someone's older brother, or maybe it was earlier at home from your mother. That's the situation with people of color. We beat our own kids teaching violence to each other. You keep popping that boy upside the head, that's the way he gonna treat other people till he dead. And if that cycle of violence ain't so sick, we start watching mafioso and kung fu flicks. So then we in the backyard practicing our kicks or walking down the block with our clique, picking up sticks, bricks, bottles, and rocks. There's a lot of weaponry that can be found on vacant lots, taking shots at windows that shatter, treating early experiences with violence like they don't matter. That's the shit that'll shape your whole future, whether I choose to knuckle up, stick, stab, or shoot you. First you crawl, then you walk, then you run, like we move fist to stick, knife to the gun. It go fist, stick, knife, gun. Now to the knife work though. If you never been stabbed, then ask someone who know. The cold steel to the meaty flesh, you bleed slow. My man Cap T said it felt like a sharp punch to the stomach, but then he clutched his ribs and his heart rate plummet. He said the dude's fist turned to fire in his belly, but then he clutched his stomach and his fist and his legs turned to jelly. He caught a stab on a fight on the train and didn't know it. And 20 years later, he got the same scar to show it. My man Kendrick, he got caught by check cashing. This was less of a stabbing, more like a slashing. 34 stitches from his face to his throat, bought a scar for life for 450 and a coat. And some say it's even harder to cut a guy from butcher knife to switchblade to butterfly. Then we advance to long sword and samurai. We trade up weapons and the beef gets magnified. We glorify the violence in our midst, but violence evolves too. Don't get it twisted. First you crawl, then you walk, then you run. Like we move fist to stick, knife to the gun. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to Wandini. Salute to everybody in this space. Please carry on as you will. I love every one of y'all. Free EODUB for September 2nd, 2021. Shout out to John Hurd, Ill Answer, Freestyle, Julio, Angel, Verb, Sos, Annie, Are You Okay? Kai Vase, HR, Danny. Shout out to Back. Shout out to my wife Eileen and Big Six Danny. One Uni.
Yo, yeah, I gotta say